Greetings. You have reached the Clarinet Sidekick video for page 11. How to sit. Page 11. How to sit. Okay? You have to sit a very specific way when you are playing the clarinets. Alright? You don't get to just sit and lean back in any old way, okay? You have to sit a certain way. Now, how you sit, one of the first things we're going to be talking about is posture. Posture, okay? Posture is how you hold your body, okay? So, bad posture is usually letting your back bend down, letting your neck down, okay? And it's very important to have good posture, not just with good clarinet playing, but also generally for your health overall, okay? Good posture is going to lead to better back strength, and you're going to be healthier all throughout your life, all right? If you're bent down, you can't breathe as heavy, okay? So you can't take as big a breath. That definitely affects your ability to play the clarinet, and it affects your health as well. You want as much oxygen going into your body, right? So you got to have your back nice and straight. So imagine there is a string coming out the top of your head, and someone lifts that up and hangs you down on it, all right? And your neck is up, your back is straight, all right? This is very important in your overall health, let alone playing clarinet. And I'll show you how badly it sounds when you have bad posture in just a moment. But first, let me move this back so you can see me sitting, all right? All right. Now, on the page, you see the two most common issues, okay, is people sitting like this, okay? They'll sit like this. They'll kind of lean sideways sometimes, all right? And that's not going to sound good, okay? Some people lean forward and rest their elbows on their knees like this, okay? And that's not good, okay? That's not going to lead to good playing. There is no reason you can't sit properly and hold the clarinet properly, okay? It's not that hard, okay? So you do not need to lean on things. You don't need to rest back. Just the things I see every day with clarinet players, okay? Those are not the things to do. First, when you're sitting like this, one of the things you're doing, there's one part that's correct, is that your bottom will be on the farther part of the chair right here, okay? You need to be on the front edge of the chair. Do not sit back here on the chair. Sit on the front edge of the chair. So your bottom is closer to the front of the chair. That is important, okay? Next, you need to sit up, okay? So you should be sitting up with your back straight, good posture, all right? Now, the next issue, I said some people have their knees up and they're resting their elbows on their knees and they're leaning forward. Don't lean forward. Sit up. Keep your elbows up. Not insanely up, but up, all right? Then, you need to have the clarinet angled down between your knees, and you need to be facing forward. Okay? So don't have your head down, and don't bring the clarinet up. Okay? Why would anybody do that? Well, a whole lot of people, while they're learning to play, you know that you have to change what fingers press what holes to make the different notes. So people want to look at their fingers while doing it. Okay? So they'll look down, or they'll bring it up so they can see their fingers. And this cannot be the case. You need to cover up the fingers and uncover the fingers without ever looking at those fingers, okay? That is very, very important. Your eyes need to be forward, looking at the music and Mr. Archie, and your fingers need to still be going up and down without you looking at those fingers, okay? Forward facing, clarinet down, all right? So let me show you all the different reasons why, okay? Here, first, let's start with the leaning back posture. I'll start from good and then go to leaning back so you can hear it. Okay, bad sound. All right, now let's go to leaning my elbows on my knees. Okay, you're getting a sound, but it's not a good sound, and it's actually the wrong note. You hear it go down in sound, right? You hear it actually change pitch to a lower sound. Okay, so it's very important that you are sitting up and that your elbows aren't against your knees. All right, now let's see what happens when I look down at my fingers. Okay, same issue should happen when I bring my clarinet up. All right, so it's very, very, very important that you keep your embouchure steady, you keep the clarinet down, your posture is up, your elbows aren't against your knees. They don't have to be like up, but they shouldn't be in like that, okay? So they're kind of a little out to the side there. And you're blowing with your head facing forward, okay? So the airflow, it's almost like you're blowing that way. Even though the air goes down the way you've got it angled in your mouth, you're blowing forward. Don't angle your head down to be thinking to blow that way. Your head is up, clarinet is down, and you're blowing forward. Okay, so very important. Edge of your seat, sitting up, good posture, elbows off your knees. All right, and good horn angle, head forward, clarinet down. Okay, I see students doing all those things wrong just about every lesson all throughout the year. Okay, rest position here. All right, all those things go wrong all throughout the year, and I keep having to remind students, left hand over, leftovers right under, sit up, elbows off your knees, don't lean on the back of the chair, don't look at your fingers, don't put your head down, don't put your clarinet up. I'm telling clarinets this constantly, lesson after lesson. All right, so really try to remember as much of it as you can and try and make a good habit with having good posture, good seating, and all your hand in the right place. All right. One more thing this page mentions is you want to keep your fingers near where they're going to cover up the holes. Okay, so you have that hand there thing, and your hand should be near there. You shouldn't take your hand all the way away. Okay, so I get a lot of people going, well, now since I can't look at my fingers when I change notes, it's really hard to find where the holes are, okay? Where when I first put the clarinet up, I should find where the holes are, bring it up, and then when I lift my fingers away from those holes, I should keep it near those holes, so all I have to do is move my fingers up and down without looking. The farther away I bring my hand, the more I have to look to find where those holes are again, which means I'm going to have to stop the sound if I want to keep the sound good. So instead of going, I'm going to be going, all right, that's no good. All right, don't try and do, to help hold it. I know this is hard on the muscle here, okay? But don't go like that, all right? Don't press against. I get a lot of students trying to hold the clarinet up by pressing up on these keys, okay? And what tends to happen is then it presses it wrong with your embouchure. Oops. Ooh. Yeah. I'm trying to show you how to sit. I moved my seat a little bit. There we go. All right. So, pressing against here pushes it up in the wrong way in your mouth, and you might press one of these keys, which will make it so you can't make the right sound, all right? Or you might bend one of them and break it, okay? So don't hold it up against those keys next to your thumbs there and your hand comes around, all right? Don't bring it in and try and hold it with those keys. I get a lot of students that bring their hand up and try and hold the barrel to get the sound, but then when they need to actually put fingers down, they bring their hand down, and then when they are playing a note without those fingers, they bring it up and hold it, and That's a bad habit. Okay, you don't want to put your hand, this hand, and this hand does not move up and down and change positions. So they gotta find the holes that they're supposed to cover. And then, even though it's easier to make a sound without those holes covered, don't take your hand away. Keep your hand over. So they're never going very far. Okay? Okay. You don't have to try and make those notes yet. But don't get in the habit of taking your hand away all the time, because then it'll be a bad habit. All right, so posture, edge of the seat, feet are on the floor. Okay, don't don't try and don't rest your foot up on something. Okay, feet are on the floor. They do have to be on the floor. Their feet have some jobs to do during music playing. So keep your feet on the floor. Good posture. Clarinet not all the way in your mouth, in between your knees. Elbows not resting on your knees, but also not too far in either. Okay, and never taking your fingers too far away. And always head forward, clarinet down, never looking at your fingers. If you can see your fingers, you're doing it wrong. Okay, that's the reason something is not sounding right, is you're staring at your fingers. Okay, so never do that. All right, so good luck. How to sit is important. Once you're used to it, you'll always do it, and it won't take much thought at all. But here at the beginning of the year, it's going to take a lot of thought to train your body to sit properly. All right, but this is going to be good for you overall. Not only good clarinet playing, but it's good for your overall health to do these things. Good luck, and may the force be with you.